Trust all is well. I am here. Happy new moon. So I am sending energy of peace and blessings unto you. We're going to start out with our manifestation candle, which some should be familiar with. This is what I make, and there. Okay. The symbol is Reiki for manifestation. Beeswax. If you're pregnant, you can burn it. Has lovely essential oils in. You put the candle out, you do not get black smoke, and that was done purposely. You have hemp wick that is in there. So who has been interested in imagination? Because when you're into the full moon, well, the new moon, that's exactly what you need: imagination. Because you are, this here is not cooperating. Let me take this clip off. You are pretty much setting the tone for the month of what you desire to occur, and it's intentional. So therefore, you cannot fake the funk with Mother Universe. So it has to come on in and be real, or just wait until the next month. I have my family moving around in the house, so you will hear different sounds in the background. All right. So, no moon phrases. You would want to clear and cleanse. What we're doing is we're removing all last month of non projections that occur. You are moving that energy and regrouping, recharging, finding a new way of relaxation. So, these are the things that you are to do starting out. Now, I have, you can see that white magic incense, which smells lovely. We're going to burn her today. So, um, anything mystical you would want to connect with. Um, I use my candle. Flame is already ready. We have the blue undertone for the oxygen. So therefore, our ancestors is here. Spirit is here. Imagination. Find you a incense that you resonate with. The frankincense incense is excellent when you are bringing forth your ancestors to come. So, place this here, the flower there. Um, Now, I would like to share some of the ways of bringing um, the creativity, tapping into the imagination. I found this here. I thought it was really neat. And nighttime in the dark has illuminating colors, if you can see that. And what you have is colors that brings higher vibration to your thought processing. And why do you need to tap into light? Light gives you I have that light up. It gives you a way of drowning out the darkness. Many times we do not rest and we have to tap out in order to call it the night. And so when you have these different colors that's tapping into the synapses of your brain, it gives you the neuron transmitters with even or give you the balance of your equilibrium. So the central nervous system will not will pretty much balance, and you don't have a meltdown over emotional um, time. As far as this, why do I say over emotional? Because right now, um, with your chakras, is connected to um, the earth, different states. And we have earthquake, we have fire burnings in California. And California, it pretty much it pretty much symbolized to our solar plexus. So if you're having any issues in that area with your willpower, you would want to look into the activity in California. Why do I say this? A lot of times it isn't our chakra being blocked. We may be sensitive to the movement of what's going on in the other state or country, connecting with our chakras. That's one thing. Operating in Virgo, and it's lunar. Um, it's an overkill month where you're not going to feel like you're adequate. You're not going to feel like you've reached the projections. You're going to feel that's the problem, feeling in an aspect of um, going through and um, sluggish stagnation mode. You would want to use all the tools that you have, honestly, to get balanced. You have your crystals, you have your herbs, incense, candles, and different things of that nature. So I suggest for you to load up and allow the body to take heed. Um, that's one word that I have heard from the ancestors quite a bit, taking heed. Um, So the insecurity, because it's lunar, the insecurity is something that you would want to ground, go outside, walk on the grass, um, and know what your intentions are. The bills, because we are in retrograde. Um, Paying late or just having just enough. That's part of this. And so you want to balance in the way of doing your money rituals. You have your ancestry money. Reason why I'm going over these things, because a lot of times we wonder, what is it to do during the new moon? Because I am feeling I should do something other than nothing. The excuses, it would bother you during the time of this cycle. You would no longer make um, what can I say? Um, you would no longer be impatient with yourself. You would find patience and patience in the way of self confidence, having a living arrangements that you're just satisfied with. And that situation, or that situation before, you could look at it as being the worst position ever. But however, you're going to find some peace and satisfaction because you're going to have your money rituals going, and you're going to see that good things is coming to pass. And so with good things coming, you're going to set up and prepare, because the window is going to open, the door is going to open, opportunities. So you have to be set and ready to go. Now, what I love to think of is the victim mentality. Let's not have that a routine thing, as far as the same conversation about conditions that occurred years and years and years ago. So that means that new moon, let go and praise, elevate the God that is in you. That's one of the things. Why be shy to relations? And it doesn't have to be a romance relationship, it could be work or whatnot. Open yourself up and speak those things that you desire. It's not time to be shy. Throat is dry, and I didn't bring anything out here for me to drink, which is unusual. Very, very unusual. Um, so now I don't speak on faith a lot, but where is your faith base within? Um, is it confusing? because you are connecting your faith with religion. I just wonder. This is something that I learned from Bobby Hammett. I love Bobby Hammett. If you can see this here, it's a check, a copy of a check that's inside of a frame. And this here is the angel infinity. And you can see the infinity right here. Check. So, what you do is get a copy of your check. However, I purchased this from Bobby Hammett. Um, the date on the check you're going to write now. I know people still do. And people they're into debit, credit card, those type of things. But when you're dealing with your ancestors, this is what they know. Symbolism, paper. Um, so with that said, if you don't have a copy of your personal check, just get an image off of the internet. It's a blank check. So you're going to write your name, and I put here $2,500 because that's what were suggested at that time. And and above here, um, where the signature is, you're going to write there your guardian angel if you have one. At the time, I didn't reference to one. So Bobby Hammett written here. Let's see. You can see that. There we go. Hariel. So Hariel angel is what was written there. And for the memo, additional unlimited cash flow. I'm going to say that again. Um, for the memo, additional unlimited cash flow. Now, that's what was recommended, but I put my energy in and I had written wealth. You can see there. So when I did this check, I received the $2,500 less than 2 weeks. What did I do? I called Linda, which is his queen, and I asked them for their address and I blessed them. And one would think, well, you already paid for work to be done, and your energy worker should be satisfied, or your psychic should be satisfied. Um, your prophetess should be satisfied. Your Babylon should be satisfied. When you get a blessing, I give back. That's what I do. And that's why it's so much given to me. And I do that because there's currency in the way of knowing there is going to be 100-fold coming back to me. And it has. Um, it thrilled my heart, the response that they had gotten, that they shared with me due to the gifts and all that I had mailed. So inside of here, now, like I said, a frame, but I do more. I extend myself and I give generously. I can remember people saying, you give to it hurt. No, it doesn't hurt. It brings joy. It gives me a sense of knowing that I have made a difference and I have walked in greatness being a servant. So, pretty much, that's what it does for me. Now, I've seen this box here, and with the, you call it shadow box, whatever, and then it's a music box. It reminded me of my sister, who I love so dearly. So, my my sister and I, we wrote, we have something written in here. It hasn't manifested yet. So I keep this and keep this as a reminder. And this was done years and years and years ago. So that's one of the full moon. I keep saying full moon. Shit. New moon. That's one of the things that you will want to do. Now, with your altar, what are you all doing with your altar? Um, yeah, let's speak on that for your altar. Okay, I have a witch hat, and it's tiger's eye. Um, and I place it on my altar. And you do know that when you have an altar, you are to put stones on there that has detail, um, not just a regular stone. So that's pretty much my manifestation of magic power reaching 24 dimensions. That's my goal with this. The 24 is a reason why, personal, that I decided that 24 is where I'm going. And so you all have, excuse me, you all have so many crystals, and I'm just being nosy. Like I said, this is Q&A. I'm being nosy. I just want to know exactly is what you have elected to do. Now, everyone knows that I get my stones from Truly Natural Creations. That's where I get my stones, all of my crystals. She goes different places to get them, and her spirit is so dearly sweet. She's the breath that I breathe. Now, what do you do with your crystal? On my altar, it was facing this way. I placed this one here, um, full moon of August. So, therefore, whenever I get a revelation or whatnot, I rotate it. And what I'm doing is I'm shifting my energy. I do 4 cornerstones. And right now, she's facing this way. So I keep going around in a circle, shifting, and many things are occurring. So this is my other stone here, and I shift him as well. So I this here is the vibration of love in my life. So I keep it real and honest. So I do the shifting with this one too. All right. So for your altar, you should be working it, not just cleaning it, monthly because, we're to clean it, dust and different things of that nature, and put water and food and, you know, the everyday essentials. You would want to, I'm cold, you would want to do the things that's necessary with the crystals for the manifestation to occur quickly. Um, Now, any questions? Go back to your find you. I got this at Cracker Barrel. Your illuminating light taps into the psychic, and that's where you want to be at all time. People are like, oh, she got a crystal ball. Yes, yes, crystals. That's what our brain has, crystallinity. So this is fun for me whenever I turn her on because I'm like, hmm, let me look deep within pink. I got pink here. That's my heart, my lower heart. And I'm looking and I'm just like, wow. I can remember looking at the pink and saying, mm, wearing pink lipstick, pink nail polish, pink hair bows, pink cotton candy. Just, you know, take you there. You start thinking all of those things, you have a lack of mind bothering conditions going on in your brain. So find something as small as this to get your mind somewhere else. Give it a break. Shit. Everybody need a break every now and then. Okay. Now, here in Georgia, it's cold out here tonight. It is cool, baby. Woo. Now, speaking of truly natural creation, this is she crochet. You need to check her out. She crochet too. And this here is the heart. Mm, yeah, it's beautiful. Um, so I love images. I love detail because I put a lot of things into what I do. I don't just give it, just enough and then to the next project, give it all that I got. Um, and then here are the waist beads. And it's from Truly Natural Creation. She make clothing. She's phenomenal. So I say that just to go into the Virgin Virgo. Going into the Virgin Virgo, you're gonna have to have some pink, you know, going on gentleness, tenderness. Um, it's necessary. It is necessary. I I know that unsympathetic actions would not allow you to grow. That's the reason of being here, right? Movement, growing. Um, I see one person here. If you can give me a like, that would be awesome. If you haven't subscribed, would you please? Another thing, um, in having so many lives that you're in control of, let go and allow nature. That's a part of newness. It is. Oh, it's like you're free, baby. Free. Yeah, I appreciate that. Greatly appreciate you liking my videos. That helps. Um, Now, what's your aim? Always got to have an aim, especially when you're dealing with the new moon cycle, your tendencies. Because if you don't have that, then you'll continue being self critical. We don't know how to praise and elevate ourselves. So, what's your aim? Something to think about, something to be aware of. Um, and then you're able to stand strong. Um, you won't allow anyone to criticize you with their fuckery, you know? You just won't. Not at all. But you got to line up too. Because you know, I I checked out California and everything and my solar plexus and all. I'm like, I got to be empowered in my gut and know my will and not standing on emotions. I got to have um, the position of firmness and not be sensitive with folk. Why I say that? Because I had a little mental meltdown about 2 months ago. I did some things going on, here on the property that's just wasn't lining up, and I had to tell myself, I had to look in the mirror and tell myself to first close my mouth because the things that I was beginning to speak could have come to pass, you know. So I didn't need for it to come to pass. So therefore, I just shut my damn mouth. And the ancestors said to me to sit down and listen. So I said, all right. I'm going to do that. And I'm still sitting down and listening. This particular one here was hard for me. It's a lot easier because those days I can remember laying in the bed and just only got up to be functional for my child and my dad. My spouse, he's good. So he took care of the rest. But that's all I had in me. My chest was feeling tight, y'all. I won't ever forget that. And I said, wow, something I want so damn bad, Am I finna have a fucking heart attack over it? so, so I had to lay my ass down somewhere. Um, yeah. hmm So know your worth. You got to know it. Because if you don't, somebody else will tell you theirs. And you'll be living out someone else's controlling, unmanageable dream. So I had to stay in tune. And so let's speak on some of the other things that I have brought, some books and different things of that nature. Let's place this over here. Um, let's speak on law and attraction. This is a real good book. And it's not more so Esther and Jerry, they real good. It's not it's not more so of the manifestation of what you're getting or whatnot. It's walking as the greatness that you are. Like my spouse tuition needs to be paid. And I went over to the school to pay. There was a young lady in front of me, and with her being in front of me, I was like, okay. It was a nudging. It was a nudging, a tucking nudge, like excuse the cars on the side. Um, and I heard my ancestor's voice said, "Pay for her." That's all I heard. Pay for her. Excuse me. So I was going in my purse and to get my card, and as I was moving forward, guess what? Her card was denied. It was, what is it called? Declined. So as I'm approaching to her, the cashier, she swiped her card again and it was declined. I said, I'm gonna pay for it. And so she's a student. She's like, are you serious? I said, yeah. She said, you gonna pay for all of it? I said, yeah. So I just gave the card and paid. And then I paid for my spouse tuition. So I got home and I told him, okay, I paid for a student tuition. And so he was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't know how much it was because remember, she kept a receipt. I didn't know how much it was. But I always wanted to give generously. I do. I want to give generously, just not even concerned with a price. That's law of attraction. So why I'm saying this is that the property that almost struck my ass out with me having the greatness within me to share and give, I know that all this is going to be taken care of. Um, a small portion of it is being taken care of. And the person that blessed me, the part of the job that he did, he charged me $300. But however, it was like a $2,000 job. So that's what I'm saying. Um, I do like this book. Sometimes you should go to the library or purchase it. I go to the library a lot and read and get books or whatnot. But however, just knowing the universal law and how Mother Universe works with you, it lines up. But first of all, where's your heart? If you're thinking of every dollar spent, if you're thinking on the investment and it outweighs the outcome, you're going to continue being a penny pincher and not living life wealth with wealthness. So you want to seek your heart and know that when you came here, all things given. It's our will, which what we're speaking of, to take it with love and keep moving and know that there is more to come. So that's Abraham and Jerry. Really, really good. Um, I like this book. Now, I've worn this book out. I mean, wore, slap out. And this here is, I'll turn it this way so you can see it. It's The Witch's Hour. Now, it has a lot of, it has a lot of stories that's in here, just giving you the experience of what's going on, in this book. Um, so if you can read through that just to get what you need, you be fine. It's a good read, and it's entertaining too. But however, if you're just wanting to get down to the nitty gritty, you ain't got no time to be reading about nobody else's damn life. You want to just get to it. This here is a good book, Moon Magic. It gives you specific, details. Um, and it goes in telling you about the different Egyptian gods and goddess, like this here Isis. It tells you um, how to do rituals and different things of that to your goddess, and orishas and all. So, I like this. Like this one here is a great goddess bath salts, and it tells you, it gives you the measurements and everything. 1 cup of salt, 8 drops of magnolia oil, 4 drops of myrrh oil, 8 drops of lily oil. So it tells you the name, which is White Shoulders perfume. and this is your great goddess bath. You have many recipes and different things like that. It even tells you the festivals updates, like April 15th is a festival of baths in Egyptian, and I'm sorry, in Egypt, Basque in Egypt, which she is the cat goddess. So it tells you it's a celebration, April 15th. If if that's your person that you celebrate, Um, oh baby, it is cold out here. This tonight I should have had my fire going. And then, we have Kali. See if you can see that good. See the skulls around her neck. Yeah, she's the one that chops your head off. She eats your lunch. And you got some rituals and different things like that for her. Yeah, she stays bloody. Uh, so this is a book here that you directly will want to go to. I have other books. Any questions? I'm cold, y'all. Need some hot tea. Uh, um, see, I do not see anything here. Um, all right, I appreciate that. Now, all right. Let's see. Now, we, I love speaking of the moon phrase in the zodiac way, um, because people relates to it a lot better. Um, I I know that we are emotional beings, so therefore I speak on that aspect, and what to expect. Now, whew, I don't know if this here would can put me on a pause or something. Let me see here. Edit. Y'all see that? Can you say it come out of my mouth? It's cold out here. It's cold there. Shit. Oh, um. Okay. Let's see here. The Virgo is connected with Virgin Mary. Um. So you don't have to be a Christian to go into the Bible and all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to let you know that it is a Christ principle of birth. So, in essence, what the story is saying is that uh, your whew, um, that your mm, the renaissance of the body can be claimed as what you say that it is. What do you mean, Alicia? If you want to declare it to be a virgin, it can be a virgin. Why? Because every person that you get with, the energy with the aphrodisiac sexual contact is different. So it's brand new. You have to think of that. You don't lay down and think of how many people uh, this person has been with and all of that. You should be so endowedly in tune where you can clear and cleanse yourself to bring you to purity for the next relationship. So therefore, you're not having anything old